Morning.
Morning, everyone.
We're back from the gym. Actually, we've been back for a little bit. We're thinking about maybe not doing a video till later this afternoon when we're going to do our fasting meal, but we'll come back and do that with you guys. We wanted to go ahead and give you a quick update on our workout. So what did you do at the gym today?
Today was leg day. How much fun is that?
I like leg day.
I like it too. I like to complain about it as well. So, what are you going to do?
How did you feel? Did you feel strong today doing legs?
Yeah, I didn't feel too bad. I did leg presses, hack squats, leg extensions, leg curls, and the machine kickback.
I call them mule kicks.
Mule kicks, kickbacks. You know what? I have to actually look at the machine because the machine has a name on it, and I don't think it's either one of those. So we will take a look at that and let you guys know which one it was.
Now, you haven't been squatting lately.
No, I decided to not squat. I kind of go through cycles where I get really excited about squatting, and I do it a lot, and then I'm like, I don't need to do this anymore, and then I go back to doing just the leg presses. So right now we're on leg presses, not so much squatting.
I know, like 8 months ago or so, you were squatting really, really heavy. You bought some knee braces, but you've stopped even squatting super heavy when you do squat.
Yeah, I don't want to use the knee braces anymore. All those days gone past is some things are better left in the past, and I think heavy squatting is one of them.
Sophie says good morning. Hi.
Good morning, Sophie.
Thanks for joining us. And I did back today, and I did a little bit of core. Right. And I did some of my bouncy ball exercises, which I'll have to do videos to show you guys what they are, because they really don't make any sense if you can't see them. But they do shoulders and back kind of workouts, so that's fun.
Right. You do that in the TRX room.
The TRX room, yeah, which is a different place than the actual weight room. I also went, as some of you know, if you watched our video on Saturday, I went and got a massage on Saturday. And when I did chest last week, I told you my bicep tendon was popping. And so when I got to my massage therapist, he was like, "Oh, your bicep tendon is popping." And I said, "Yes, indeed it is." And he said, "Well, let's do some cupping on it." And I was really apprehensive about it because I don't know if any of you know what cupping is, but Michael Phelps does it. A lot of the big athletes do it. They put a cup, it's like a glass cup, and then it has a syringe thing on the top, and they pull it up, and it actually pulls the skin up into the cup. And it's supposed to help release toxins or lift up the fascia, I can't say that word, and separate the muscle a little bit to give it a chance to lay down correctly. So I wanted to show you the result. If you can see, my shoulder has a huge bruise. And the weird thing, I'll post a picture of what it looked like Sunday because it looked worse on Sunday, but it doesn't hurt the way you'd think a bruise like that should hurt because it's red or purple, but the tissue underneath I can tell is really tender. So that's interesting. It's not popping anymore. So either the massage fixed it or the cupping did. I'm not sure. The jury's still out on whether, I'll do cupping again in the future. We'll see. Right. I might not.
Right. However, I think they should make those cuppings into some kind of design, like a bird or something. So at least when it leaves a mark, you say, yeah, it's a temporary tattoo.
It's interesting. It's cute. Cool. So yeah. Right now it's just a random looking circle.
Right, exactly.
I also want to talk about the fact that over the weekend I was vegetarian for 3 days, and that's because we had friends over on Friday, as you guys know, and so there was cheese in the house, and they brought some pie, so there's pie in the house. Yes. And so on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I ate cheese with my taco soup, and I had Friday and Sunday, I had a piece of pie. And so I was heavy this morning, heavier than I definitely was. On Friday morning, I think I woke up at like 1:27. Friday night, I went to bed at 1:32. So obviously I didn't lay down that much fat in the course of one day, right. But taking in the not so healthy food definitely added to inflammation and that kind of thing. Right. So this morning I was back under 130. I was at like 129.6, but not back down to where I was previously. And I noticed this morning that my ring is snug. It's better now than it was when I woke up because working out and drinking water is helping. But I definitely am bloated and just puffy from having a weekend that was vegetarian rather than whole food plant-based, which I think is interesting because what it shows is that your body can recover, but if you don't give it a chance to recover, it won't. So, that's a challenge if you don't do the whole food plant-based or you don't do fasting. I know for us, at least for me, on Sunday nights, I'm like, oh, thank goodness that tomorrow's a fasting day because my body so needs the break.
Right. And that's the funny thing, right? So when we first started fasting, it was like, got to fast tomorrow. And that was like a chore. And now it's like, oh, thank God we get to fast tomorrow. So it's kind of a very, strange dynamic, I guess.
Yeah, it's different. So we have a comment. Let me see if I can read it from here. It says, "Hi, I've only just joined you and caught a bit about cupping. I'm an acupuncturist and often it has proved to be a really useful addition to acupuncture for some conditions." And, I asked a question on my page on Sunday, I think it was. Sunday, I said, hey, has anybody used this? And I got a whole string. If you guys go back in my feed, there's a whole string of people saying, yes, it's awesome stuff. And then one person, I think, said, no, not awesome stuff, because she was on blood thinners and the woman who did it to her didn't ask and didn't talk to her, just all of a sudden stuck a couple of cups on her, and she ended up with some pretty serious bruising from it. So definitely have a conversation with your professional about it.
Right.
And, we'll see how I feel. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so being vegetarian, definitely not as good for me as being whole food plant-based. And even though I didn't eat meat, I only ate animal products. It absolutely affected me, and I feel chunky and puffy now. And don't anybody say you're not chunky. I know. I said I feel that way. This has nothing to do with reality. Don't confuse the situation with the facts. But so we're fasting today,
right.
And I do have a 10 o'clock video call, so I have to go not look like I'm an athlete. I have to look like a professional. So I have to run. But I definitely want to let you guys know, pop on, tell you about our workout, talk to you a little bit about cupping, and tell you I think that whole food plant-based is better for me than veganism. And we will be back sometime between 2:30 and 6:30 this afternoon, and we will share our one meal, our 500-calorie meal. I'm leaning toward another sweet potato because that was really yummy last week.
And I'll probably have some form of a salad.
So we'll be back, and we hope to see you guys then. Thanks for joining us. And if you have questions, you know how to find us. You're going to do our sign off?
Yeah, and remember, eat food, not too much, and
Mostly plants. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you
Bye,
soon.
guys.
Thanks.